everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Susan Timchak and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, thanks for returning. If you do like what you see, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it so then you'll receive notifications when I upload new videos. Now, I don't have an actual stamping project that I'm doing, but what I have is something that I was asked to do by a coworker at my full-time job. Stampin' Up! Is my part-time job, so maybe someday it'll be my full-time job, but for now, that works. So her son is actually graduating from an Army ROTC program, and she's having a little party for him. And people at work, I mean, they're forever purchasing cards from me. I do take them to work. I get special requests, and I love special requests. It kind of gets me to maybe use some of the what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe use some of the stamps and things that I have that I don't normally do. So this was a little bit of a challenge for me. So I gave a shout out to all of my thousands of Stampin' Up! Demonstrator friends as to how to go about this, because, I mean, my brother was Army, but that was so many years ago, and I don't even remember his graduation. I do remember going to Fort Dix for it, but as far as any of that. And our Army ROTC, I would assume is different than regular Army. Anyhow, back to where we're at. So I was made a suggestion about using this For Your Country stamp set, which is Stampin' Up, but it had retired, I don't know, maybe a year or two. The time goes by so fast, it could even be longer than that. So, of course, I did not own it out of the hundreds and hundreds of stamp sets that I have, even retired. So if there is something you're looking for, let me know. So I went to my favorite place to purchase it, and I was able to get it. And the person that I bought it from shipped it very quickly, and I was able to get some designs done. So anyhow, let me show you. Now, these aren't all my designs. I used Google, and I went ahead and typed in For Your Country, Stampin' Up, which if there is something in particular that you have a stamp set and you're just kind of not knowing where to go with it, that's a suggestion, is to go ahead and search that with Google or whatever it is that you use in your search engines, and see what comes up and maybe can inspire you. So some of these are inspired, some of these are copied, some of these are from all different people. So let me show you what it came up with. I was asked to, can you show what you come up with? So now all of these cards, unfortunately, my coworker is going to have to go through and choose one that she'd like to use for her invitation. And the insides of these are blank, of course, because I'll use my computer. I have a program that I use to type up all the invitation information and stuff, and she can get them off in the mail. So anyhow, let me show you. I know you're probably like, all right, stop gibbering and let's see. Okay, so here is one of the designs I came up with, kind of making an army kind of camouflage look to do. Now, the stamp set I used, A Day to Celebrate, is actually, did I put it away? Let me just reach behind me here. I did put it away. So, oops, here we go. I was looking for an You're Invited or something like that, but I couldn't find one in my stash, believe it or not. So I actually used from the So in Love, which is in our Occasions catalog. So this is current, A Day to Celebrate, because I felt, it's not just an invitation, but we're celebrating, an accomplishment, which is fabulous. So I did use that. I used some of our punches. Some may be retired, some not. And also oval framelits for this. So there is my first one. And please, if you leave a comment below, let me know which one you liked. So she's probably going to kill me when I get to work, because she's going to be like, oh my gosh, you gave me all these choices. Now I have to decide. So I figure I'll give these to her, and maybe he can use these for his thank yous. Anyhow, except the one that she chooses. Here's another one, kind of going with the red, white, and blue theme, and I used a little star punch to do this. The white is actually the card base. Well, it's actually a little layer on there. So I went with that. I was really liking this image on the stamp set, so you'll see a lot of that in my samples, but I tried to go with different colors. Now here's another one. I just kind of made my own little background paper using some of the stamps in this set. And again, all the little A Day to Celebrate is going to be on all of them, so you'll see that again. And some punches there, do a little layering. And I like to use dimensionals, so a lot of these things have dimensionals on them. Okay, here's another one, kind of going with the Army green colors again. I thought that was fun. I used some of our actual this oh boy, I can't think of the names of it. Let me look. Burlap ribbon. Durr. And I cut it, and then what I did is after I cut this, I cut along the piece of this, and then these all kind of pull apart. Let me reach over here. So when you pull them apart, you get all of this kind of like a linen thread. So I felt that was kind of thrifty of me to go ahead and do that. So that's what I did to put this little, I didn't want to put a bow. Kind of felt that was too girly. So just kind of a knot, a little bit of, stuff there. Okay, here's the next one. Now this one I used our star border punch and also retired framelits that we used to have with the stars to create this. Again, going with the red, white, and blue. Now here's one. They open all different ways. This one flips open that way. Kind of went with the black, gray, and the vanilla background with that. And here's another one. I really like this one. Again, using the twine technique that I told you before. And this was one of the swishes from the one of the art sets that we have. And I just kind of stamped off, and I did some generation stamping. So, I mean, there's no coloring with that. I don't know. There's something about that one I like. Here's another one, and this is actually a white card base, and I cut strips of real red cardstock to kind of make it almost look like a flag design, and the blue over here behind there, the Knight of Navy, and stamped that with our black. I know there's so many. There's just a couple more, I promise. Okay, here again, using the star punch along the bottom, and the inside I just kind of put a little strip to cover that to make the stars stand out. And again with the star framelits, like that. This one is really cool too. I kind of like this. Gorgeous grunge on the background here with sponging, lots of sponging and layering, kind of taking in effect the Army colors again, and little dog tag stamp there. So that one's really fun. And then my final one, this is basic white and black. I mean, can't go wrong with that, right? And again, punches, the little dog tags, I cut them out. I like to fussy cut. A lot of people don't, but I do. It's relaxing. And we were having a terrible storm here yesterday. This weather here in Pennsylvania has just been absolutely crazy. We go from 70-degree weather to tornado watches and warnings and all over the thing. And now today I look out. Today it's like snowing, and so it's just crazy. So anyhow, those are all the cards I have for her to try to pick one that she'd like to use for her invitation. So please leave in a comment below which one you like. I didn't really number them, but I'll figure out which one it is. And then I'll have to let you know tomorrow or next time I do a video on this. I will show you how to create the card that that she chose, and which was the winner, of course. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. And just because something is retired doesn't mean it's not good anymore. I mean, Stampin' Up's products just live on and on and on. And I really love this set, and I almost did purchase it when it was available, but at the time, I didn't need it, but now I did, and of course paid a lot more for it than I would have. But anyhow, all right, I'm going to end now. I got to go work on some more things. So thanks for joining me. Please be sure to leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and subscribe. So I hope you have a super Stampin' Day, sending along some glimmer hugs, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.